Hey Gabe, last time I showed you my world, you was asking me how I transport things around, and I wonder if you can see down there. The answer is a lot of hoppers. So there's water streams, and the water streams run into hoppers, and that whole process starts with a lot of iron. So first thing we've got to do is collect ourselves some iron, and I already went out on the mining trip, obviously, so that I didn't have to bore you with that. So I'll meet you back on the ground in a minute. Oh, 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 and last one. No. Whew. Alright, back on the ground. So, we collect the iron. We put the iron in the furnace and we make it into bars, and then we turn the bars of iron into hoppers. This is the one, and we're going to use chests as well. So this is your hopper. Get out of the way, I'm trying to do a presentation. Thank you. Right, so as you can see, it's got a top part and it's got a top part and it's got a little tiny bottom part. And you can see the bottom part on that one is pointing down into the ground. So first we'll discuss the top part. I can throw things into it. Look. Oh, I missed. I can throw things into it and they'll just disappear into the hopper. Okay? Now then, they're not going anywhere. They're just sitting. Well, they're not because I've taken them out. But if I put things in, they'll just sit there, right? They're not going anywhere. And that's because the bottom is pointed into just a normal solid block. But if I point one into there, can you see the bottom is now pointing sideways? So if I pop things in this one, it starts counting down. See it ticking, the numbers ticking down? And that's because they're going into here. Okay, so that's hoppers. Now we can point them into different things. The most important thing that we point them into is, of course, chests. The other way of moving items around, as I mentioned, is water streams. Now, as I'm sure you know, you got a water stream moving along. You can throw items into it, and the item will trickle down the water stream. Very nice. Now then, what we can do is, hang on 1 second, we can take our chests and we can pop our chests down and then take our hoppers. You've got to crouch to place hoppers. One more just there. And then if we've got a water stream, oh, hang on. And then if we've got a water stream, it'll flow over the hoppers. And so if we pop things into this, see it floats down the river. If it goes into the river, it floats down the river and straight into the hoppers. And then it carries down the hoppers and it ends up in the box. And so using hoppers and water streams, I've basically got all of my items to go into it. The hopper goes into the chest. If you look in the chest, you can see things flicking through. And then I'll just turn the machine on. And then if we go downstairs, such a faff to get out, but I don't want to make it too easy. You can see there's just hopper chains everywhere. So where we just were is this chain, I think. God, there's so many, it's so hard to keep track. Yeah, it's this one. So it comes down here and it comes this way. And these are all hoppers pointing into each other. Look at the bottom. See the hoppers pointing into the next one along. It comes all this way. All the way down here. And then look, that's things going on. This is the hopper chain here, and it points downwards into this chest. You can see things flicking through. And that goes into these hoppers, which go all the way into this. And this next part I learned off the internet, so I can't really show you this. This is a little bit technical, but this is where all the items get separated. I would say you don't have to worry about this kind of thing just yet, because it's all to do with like quite technical redstone. But just being able to move items around, all it takes is a few hoppers and a few water streams, mostly hoppers. As you can see, they go all the way along, hoppers all the way into the distance. I think I can get around there. All the way down here. You can hear items ticking through. I don't even know how to get around my own world. It's so confusing. More hoppers all the way down here, and then you can see items flicking through. And this is the way of making items go uphill. So I'll show you this. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll show you how to make this right now, but don't worry if you don't get it. I'll show you a better version right now. Okay, here we are back in the garden, and I've got all the things that we need right here, so I'll just set this up real quick. So the dropper is what we're going to use in order to go uphill, but then once it pops out of the dropper, you could make a water stream to carry it upwards, as I've done there. Or you can just make a stack of droppers, as long as it's pointing upwards, obviously. And then you've got, however the things are getting into it will come from this direction. It'll give us more to work with. So there's your stream of items coming into the dropper. And then I want to clarify, do not worry if you don't get this next bit. You can still move items around, you know, flat surfaces and downhill with everything that I've shown you so far. I just thought I'd show you this just in case you do get it, but if you don't worry about it. Okay, so all we're going to need is one of these, 3 of these, and 3 redstone. I know these 2 things look pretty much the same. If we put them down on the ground, you can see they are different and they do different things. So this one asks what it's attached to, if there's anything in it, and this one tells the signal to go as hard and as fast as it can in that direction. So this one's like an arrow pointing in one direction, and this one's like it's sucking energy out of whatever you attach it to. Okay, so is there anything in this is the question. Yeah, this side. Is there anything in this dropper? If there is, then it's going to light up. And if there isn't, then it's dark. Okay? Then we're going to go point the signal in that direction. And we're going to point it back into the side of this. And it also into the dropper. So by pointing it into the side of this, what we're saying is stop. If there's a big signal coming into the side of it, it'll stop working. And then we just connect the circuit up. So it comes out of here into this one, then out of here. Oops, I'm 1 piece of redstone dust short. Sorry, my bad. It's 4 pieces of redstone dust. My bad. Right, into there, and into there. Haha. So now, if we put things into this stream, remember we can have the water comes down into the stream, and we put things into there. or shoot out upwards, and you can have more droppers up, or you can have a water stream depending on what's easier. And yeah, that's how that works. So that hopefully answers your question. I hope you're having a great day at Auntie Tan's house, and look forward to seeing you later. Bye.